Arturo Isaka leading a 4-man team in Cap 220 over the line. Now, this is only a tier 5. It's nothing to be that excited about. But when you see Captain Isaka pulling a reward, doesn't it just put a big smile on your face? This is one of the oldest cards in my gallery. And there's actually a wee bit of a follow-on thing I'll show you in my gallery in a minute. Maybe not totally as a result of this, but I've definitely leaned into the nostalgia vibes at FC Barcelona. And Amari Traore, 38, whatever. Camelo, projected to play everywhere. Had been in a bit of an L5 form that was like, hey, throw him in, he fits. And Take was just like, I can't not play Take, because imagine he does start, or imagine he is effective from the bench. And, that kind of happened, I guess. He started, got 56. I suppose I'd have been mildly annoyed if I had someone else who scored below 56 in this team, for example, because we just about managed to get in there with 4 guys. And look at that, 11 points off a T4, 63 points off of a T3. Maybe Camelo could have brought in the 63 if he started, who knows. But I did see, this was a little footnote to this game, but this game we did see, and I don't know if it was a farewell, but I suppose it would have been. Now, we've had, there we go, BT have been a bit annoying today. Falcao started this game. So I seen that, I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I was like, oh, Camelo. It's like a penny drop moment. But yeah, tier 5, and as excited about tier 5 as I think anyone in Sorare is right now. But yeah, Isaka back in amongst it. And this is probably the last thing I'll show you, but this is the roll of honour for Isaka. He has been at FC Barcelona so long. Look at all this. He is 113. Feels like more, doesn't it? A lot of freshies, a lot of good old all-star rare freshies getting picked up as well. That's good. Been a bit of a churner. And he's won some decent cards, Usame, Kim Sung-gyu, who was a goalkeeper that paired with him, which was fun. Marcos Jr. I made some money on. Sakamoto was a legend. Kawabe was a legend. And then also all that ETH from all the freshies, which is great. Gudmundsson, I think I sold for a couple of quid. Not major, but, he's highly decorated. And number 4, one of the oldest cards I've got, as I say. It's just one that I'm happy with, FC Barcelona, we rejoice. 240, but it started off the trend. We had a mid-target weekend where in 240 we went mid-target and Sean John tried his best to fuck that up. But we just about got over the line. Mickey Yaman, by the way, double decisive, and there's a good LA Galaxy official Twitter account posted the goal line clearance textbook. If you ever need a visualization of a goal line clearance, Apex, Mickey Yaman this weekend, and he got his assist, 84, bringing back the old times as well. Keaton Parks, we had 74 with a lovely headed goal. Captain Gall dropping an 80, love to see that. And JFR bringing in a 55 with no decisive. That's kind of like Apex situation. And they're bringing in a T4, which is okay. If Sean John could have just kept it a bit tighter at the back or made a few more saves, we could have got a slightly better rewarding out of this one. We're getting a Tier 4 card, which is great, considering Johnson's not too far off a DNP at this point, and hitting mid-target. So, cap 240, nice wee W there. And then in under 23, honestly, guys, this just speaks volumes about the strategy that we run at FC Barcelona. We've got this NYC collection that I paid way too much for, way too much, but they're all cooking at 13, 14, 15%. Running in under 23, and Andrade in China didn't really do the business, but Tavon, Captain Sante combining fantastically well there, and recent reward that we just won. Bro Home playing centre forward now against a team I think he was on loan at last season, if the intel from you guys is correct. Scoring, bringing in a 76, and pushing this team like it was flying high. It's finished high enough, I suppose. 66, we're getting a T3 under 23. And it'll be interesting to see what team brought out Bro Holmes. I don't remember that right now. It'd be funny if it was. Let's even just click on Santi-Rod. Has he got Bro Home in his win history? No, but he's got Almendra. And yeah, maybe it was not. Maybe Tanny. Will we check Tanny quickly? Oh, if I get a fright, somebody's outside. Bro Home, Tanny, under 23. Yeah, so that was one from under 23, Tanny. And does it tell us what tier he was meant to be? No, it doesn't. Not in this anyway. 75th. So kind of similar, actually, I suppose. Maybe 75th would have been lower. It would be a lower scale T3. So interesting. And then in Super Rare, we bring in mid-target again to close out the European season with the only safe players that I could play from Girona. Sorry, I was nice and cheap with a good enough fixture. And Getafe were winning 1-0, and I get the notification that Sorry has been subbed off in the 84th minute. I'm just like, fuck yeah! Bring it on. That's what it's all about. Well done, Borderlass. Playing the game. Love that, my man. Getafe go on and lose 2-1. Sorry, is on the bench, chilling out with his clean sheet. I think he was badly hurt, bit of a head knock or something like that, but thankfully it seems that nothing too serious, which is lovely. But by hook or by crook, by the way. Sorry, I finishes the season off with a strong, including the super rare bonus, 90 points, which is great. Hamari, we've seen before, didn't score that well, but he was the only defender that could get the rest of that team activated for 240. So, we just have to roll the dice for that. Sadly, it is what it is. 55 points off of something more exciting, which is where, I did think we were going to hang on to podium. We had 459 points. I did think this could be podium level, but when everything was all said and done, we fell to 13th. But we'll be still getting a T3, which is old money tier 2, which I'm always happy with. That's cool, as long as it's a good enough guy. And the exciting stuff, without Hamari really bringing the party, and with me not captaining Sakanikov, by the way, which maybe you guys can tell me, but I am 99% certain I did captain Sakanikov. So I don't know if I clicked into something and then maybe clicked on Aliesh to see his form or something and maybe changed the captain or something. I don't know. But I didn't really notice until I was kind of sitting back and I was thinking, I did captain Sakanikov for sure. 1,000,000%. No doubt about it. But anyway, that is what it is. I clearly submitted Aliesh as captain. So I'm quite excited for the super rare. I'm not going to lie. Now, I wonder if we'll get Essence in this screen. I know his boxes only, I suppose. That's a bit of a moot point. So we've got a wee bit of ETH to be picking up. 240 super rare. Nice little chunk of ETH. Get in the wallet. And mid-target 240. Nice little end to the season. Little sign-off for 240. That's good to see. The tier 3 from under 23 I'm rather excited about. It's the highest tier rare. The tier 5 from 220 I'm hoping is a special card. I think we'll start with the tier 4 from 240 because of Sean Johnson. Kind of letting the side down. Still a good victory and all that. But this is the one I'm actually the least excited about. So let's see who we get. It's a tier 4 Korean forward who plays for Daegu. It's Jung Jae Sang. And he is 19. Doesn't look it in his picture, to be honest with you. But yeah, cool. Let's see if he plays. We'll find out about him. I say I wasn't excited about that anyway. And I think my intuition just kind of came in with that one. Not too hyped about that. But this tier 5, I am way more excited about because Captain Asaka brought this guy in. So it could be anybody. I don't care. It's going to be a win. He is Serbian midfielder for Charlotte. Nikola Pekovic, 20 years old. I hope that's a sneaky W, by the way. Maybe he's in the tier 5 category because he's injured or, I'm not too sure. But, when you see that, young European in MLS, there's a reason he's there. It's not an accident, it's not, it's just the way it works, So I am quietly optimistic about that before we go and investigate him. Now, I don't know what to open last. I think it has to be the super rare, but we've got a tier 3 from the under 23, thanks to Bro Home and Co. NYCFC team. And we've got 13, finishing 13th. Yeah, that should be decent. I feel the super rare might let me down, but let's open the rare next, okay? So we've got a rare tier 3 from under 23. He is from the Ivory Coast. He plays in defence for Monaco. Wilfred Singo. Oh, that does feel like a W to me. Wilfred Singo is a smasher. It was a really good, wide fullback when he was at Torino. But it feels like whenever I've looked at Monaco anyway this season, he's been still playing that way perhaps, but from a centre-back position and scoring mad peaks. That feels like a strong W. Really good win for the team. Sadly, no international utility. I don't think we're getting any kind of African coverage. I don't think he'll be playing in any friendlies that will be covered, certainly. And we're just waiting on Monaco coming back then. That's a champion defender. We can throw him in the pile. And maybe it's a guy we can trade with as well. Nice high value, hopefully relative to that kind of thing. So happy to keep for sure because he's a smasher. He's a guy that can win stuff, undoubtedly. I mean, like that at FC Barcelona. So Wilfred Singo, strong W there. And right, this is the one. Please deliver. An international goalkeeper. Tier 3 super rare. It's a Korean defender from Daejeon. It's Kim Hyun Woo. Really not excited about this because I don't want super rares in this region. I've got my Celtic cards listed in that scarcity you've probably seen. But hey ho, if he's decent, maybe we can sell him, we can get him shifted on, maybe we can trade with him. sooner rather than later. But I had a feeling the Super Hero was going to let me down just because cat modes, you know, like you just need to look at the rare. Don't know about the rare, but like, you know, that's the kind of caliber of guy you're probably going to be picking up. So we got the 33. It's not a jersey number or anything. This is his entire history. So he is fresh out of college or the youth academy or whatever. And when he scores, he brings in 70 pluses. Again, that's the makeup here. Summer card, forward as well. He fits in. He stays. Oh, we lose the screen. That's not nice. So let's go back to this. No boxes, sadly. The Petkovic, let's have a wee peek at him. So he's a 20-year-old midfielder. He's got some play history. Yeah, he's got a wee 68. He's got 49. Shows he's got AA in his locker against NYC and the Timbers, respectively. Playing against the USA in an international, that must be. And then this game, so yeah, he's came from Kukurike. And yeah, not many of those games will be scored or covered. So he's not got much of a history to go on here. But he seems to be a player for Charlotte who's starting. So that's a really cool pull from the Osaka team. A guy who's got a low L15, no doubt, 35, under 23 eligible as well. So yeah, he's got a bit of value proposition in the club and all the rest of it. Whereas single, we definitely need to sit on, which is cool for a guy like him. A guy like this can smash. A guy like this can win stuff, undoubtedly. So pulling that as a tier 3 is a W. Champion card. In season, things out the window, obviously. But, like, you know, guys that can go above 75, you know, they win stuff, you know. So, great win. Really happy with that. And then this guy, woo! By the way, that L5. Whoa! This guy is, oh, what's the dealio here? This guy may be a secret smasher. Oh, maybe not. Is he a flash in the pan? Or a secret smasher? He's got AA in his history here, you know, 53, 52, that kind of vibe, 46s. What's been going on here? Wow, 37 AA and a 0-0. Well, this team get hammered. They're really strong defense. Like 45 AA. What the hell is this guy doing? Decisive here with the 30 AA that we're kind of accustomed to after 3 matches. Decisive with no AA, penalty 1, which is unusual. 30 AA again. Interesting. Now, I wonder if there's an obvious correlation here. Away maybe seems to be a bit more of his bag with 72 and 91 there, but not overly, you know. Seems kind of, yeah, that seems like mad. On his L5 or 8 or whatever it is, that seems like a good one. I'm quite happy with that. Dijon are in last. They just sacked their manager. Yeah, I thought whenever I see that team on like the matchup thing, like, yeah, they're always like, oh, you're playing that team, you're going to scud them. But this guy's killing it. This guy is low-key delivering. Like, what was the score in this game? Yeah, they lost 2-1. He scored 91. 0-0. I think I've seen a clean sheet bonus on 1 or 2 of them. Yeah, Daegu 0-0. This one was high AA. They lost 1-0. The 37 came in a 3-1 loss. Which, whatever, 3-1 loss, 4-1 loss, 32. So, yeah, like, if they don't concede high volume, he's good. So, they don't concede more than 2, he's good. That's kind of his game. That's interesting, by the way. At 24, you can imagine as well that he has, like, got better, like, kind of grew into his skin, found his place in the team a bit more after, like, you know, he's not been bad here. 61, 91, 45s, 52s and stuff, you know. So, interesting. But I say it's just the region. It's not really a region I'm kind of looking to build a home in anymore.